Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to my Monday morning job search tips and advice. This is your host, Gurpreet Kaur, career and job search success coach. So, welcome to my segment. I'm going to be covering today on how you can go from being rejected to landing job interviews. So, as always, let me know in the comment section where are you tuning in from, and if you have any questions, feel free to type it below as well. I'm just sorry, I forgot to type my banner. Okay, so let's get this started. Here we go. Also, I want to share something with you guys, some good news that I received that I would love to share with you. Um, Let me share the screen with you guys to show you this good news. So, I am being awarded Woman Leader to Look Up to in 2021. So I'm so excited and humble and honored to be recognized as one of the women leaders to look up to 2022. So truly, truly an honor to be honored. Um, so honestly, everything seems so surreal. And what I wanted to say, I wrote this post this morning is, if anybody's been following me for a while now, that I've been on a not an easy journey, my life for from 2008 to 2021 has been a roller coaster. At least 2020 up to 2020 has been filled with a lot of obstacles and challenges that I've sometimes openly shared about some of them, some things I haven't. But as of last year, I've very been honored to have been featured on Wall Street Journal, the Globe and Mail, had a radio segment, got nominated for awards, been awarded some awards like the most admired global Indian, and now I'm being recognized women leaders to look up to 2022. So when you take a look back, and when I take a look back, humbled, and all that pain and struggle and the obstacles that I faced in the last 20, not 20, 12 years, it's has been all worth it. Worth it in terms of it brought me to where I am today. And with this whole recognition that I'm getting, it was pretty much all worth it. And my message to everybody out there is believe in yourself. I think a lot of times we don't believe in ourselves and we let our fears take over and let our fears dictate what our life should be, or what decisions we should make. A lot of times we're doing this. We are letting our fears make decisions. We're letting our fears keeping us stuck in our lives. A lot of people are living empty lives, not fulfilled, be it career wise, be it personal. But why? Because we are letting our fears keep us stuck. So, my message, if I can be an example to anybody, that you should overcome your fears. Don't make decisions because you're scared. Don't make decisions because you fear something, but instead follow your heart. All obstacles and challenges will present themselves. That's part of life. That's how we grow. But those obstacles and challenges are there to teach us something, to get us one step closer to our destiny. Believe in your heart. Follow your soul calling, no matter how hard it may seem or how scary it may seem to follow your soul's calling, but you'll be doing yourself you'll be giving yourself the best gift, and you in return will be giving other people a gift when you do follow your soul calling. In order to do that, we need to tune in to ourselves. So make sure you take time every day to tune in to yourself. Your heart, your soul will guide you the next steps in your life, the next path, but you need to trust it. Yes, fears will come up. Yes, doubts will come up. Yes, insecurities will come up. But you need to heal those fears and insecurities. Ask yourself, why are you scared? What is that fear telling you? What are the insecurities telling you? It's a healing opportunity. When there's fears, there's healing opportunity. We have insecurities, healing opportunity. We need to invest time in ourselves. We need to invest time in healing. We need to invest time to live a blissful life. Okay, if I can do it, so can you. We all have this power. We all have the power to create the life we want. We are co-creators. We are divinely gifted. We have divine powers. But you need to trust and believe in yourself and in your powers as well. Believe that you are a co-creator of your life. We all can live a fulfilled dream life. And that is my message today before I kick off this segment. So let's begin. I hope this message is for somebody. I hope someone needed to hear this. I hope this resonates with somebody. But let's get started. So how do you go from being rejected to hired? It's a post that I've been seeing a lot, but as on LinkedIn for this whole past month, for whole January, I saw a lot of people posting about how many jobs they applied to, hundreds, 300, 400, but they're still getting rejected and barely landing interviews. So as always, before I kick off the segment, let's see who's tuned in. SK Abdul. Hello. Simita from India. Welcome. SK from India. Welcome. India. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Chasampreet. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Hardy, congratulations. Thank you so much. Saw that on the magazine. Thank you. That was edition that the magazine was about the most admired global Indian. Thank you so much, Smita. Can we get the job when we are still in India? Can we get the job when we are still in India? Can you elaborate what you mean by can we get a job when we're still in India? Are you looking for a job outside of India? Vancouver. What is the best possible way to start career in Canada from India? Okay, a lot of people from India. Anybody that's outside of Canada, I just have a question for you. Do you have a PR? If you don't have a PR, are you looking to work remotely? So I would need clarification. I'm not an expert in PR, immigration, so you would have to speak with the immigration consultant on that. But let's kick the segment off. Today's all about how to go from rejected to landing job interviews. Okay, so let's get started. So how do you do this? First step is get very intentional in your job search. What are you looking for? You need to get clarity on what is it that you want. Okay, so that is step one. Step one is you need to get clarity on what you want. What is that job you are looking for? Okay, we are not going to start a job search by just applying to every job. And then we can see those individuals writing posts on, I've applied to 400 jobs, I'm not landing interviews, the hiring process is broken. Hiring process is not broken. And I can say this because I'm in HR for 15 plus years. Process is not broken. What is broken is your job search approach. So let's fix what's broken. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to fix what is broken. That's why you're getting rejected, and we're going to convert these rejections into job interviews. So step one is to get clarity on what is it that you want. Get a pen and paper out and really do some soul searching here. What are you really looking for? Really looking for. Tune into your heart and ask yourself, what is the role you're looking for? What role are you ready to move into? Don't look at where you are. Look at where you want to go. A lot of people are just applying to the same similar jobs that they either hate it, don't like, weren't too happy in, but they're still applying to the same type of roles, magically thinking something will be different, or because we'll just want a job. But that is why a lot of people are struggling to convert those job applications to job interviews, because you're just aimlessly applying. But when we get intentional with our job search, you're going to see ROI on your time. Okay. So, first step is to get clarity on what you want. So, we're going to get pen and paper, and we are going to sit down and ask yourself, what do I want? What does my dream job look like? What is the role that I'm going to truly feel fulfilled? Where I feel like I'm making an impact, where I feel passionate about. Let's get clarity on that. What do you want? Okay. Step two, once we have clarity on what we want, now we can now design a resume that is targeted to the role we want. We want to design target-based resumes before we apply to jobs. Okay. Third step is we need to now create target-based LinkedIn profile as well. So once we have clarity, the target we're aiming for, we can now create custom resumes that are targeting what we want, LinkedIn profiles that are customized to what we're looking for, not what we have, but what we want and attract, right? We're looking to attract these roles to landing the interviews, okay? So step four is, once we've done our resumes, we've done our LinkedIn profiles, what we want to do is, before we apply online, as we're looking for online jobs, we're gonna take the time to read what is written in the job posting line by line. This is the most crucial step. And this is how you're going to be successful, because guess what? That job posting has so many clues on what the company's really looking for. Also, the reason you want to read it, first of all, the reason you want to read the line by line job posting is to really understand, is this aligned with what I want? Is it aligned with, so we're now taking the job posting and going back to step one and aligning it to see, is it aligning with what I want, or are there gaps? Because guess what? If there are gaps from what you want to what the job posting's saying, let's move on. We don't need to apply. We don't need to entertain this job. Don't just apply for the sake of applying, right? A lot of people are making job search all about a numbers game, but it shouldn't be about a numbers game. It should all be what you want, and we do a target-based job search. So that's the next step, right? Read the job posting. If it's not aligned with what you want, we say bye. But if it is aligned with what you want, now we're gonna look at our resume, and we're going to custom design the resume to speak to that one job posting. If you really want to land job interviews when you're applying to jobs online, then you need to custom write the resume to the one job posting, because no two jobs are the same. No two companies are the same. Just because a job title, a lot of people are just writing generic resumes and just sending them out because they think it's going to do the trick for all. It's not the case. Each role is different. No two companies are hiring the same two roles. Just because the title is the same doesn't mean the role itself is the same. So hence we want to custom write a resume that speaks to that one job before we apply. All the clues are in the job posting on what needs to be in your resume. So now we are becoming very intentional with our approach. Okay. Next step is we need to understand that companies are using applicant tracking system. So now our resume needs to be able to go see, once you apply to a job, your resume is going to go into an ATS, right? Applicant tracking system. The goal is to get your resume in front of a human being, recruiter, or HR. Then what we want is your resume now has to land in front of a human being. The human being needs to be your resume needs to grab attention, engage them in your resume too. Boom, no brainer that they need to call you. So 3 things have to happen. 4 things. Your resume has to land in front of a human being, be it recruiter, be it HR, be it hiring manager. It needs to land in front of a human being. Once it lands in front of the human being, It needs to grab their attention. It needs to engage them in your resume. And lastly, call to action needs to happen for them to pick up the phone and call you. This is how you're going to convert those rejections into interviews when you're applying to jobs online. Now, let me give you some stats. Stats are saying that based on the research I've conducted, stats says that when you apply to jobs online, when you fill out those applications online, chances of you landing a job interview from each application is 8.3% only. So remember this, when you are applying to jobs online, your application, for each application you are submitting, chances of you landing a job interview is only 8.3%. That's it. Why? Because now, picture this, for example. So many resumes, so many people applying to the same job as you. So now there's a pool of candidates. There's a variety of choices. Not everyone's going to land an interview. HR can only interview certain amount of people, right? It's just humanly not possible for a company to interview every single person that's applied. Also, it's not humanly possible that every single person that applied to the role is 100% capable and has the experience and the skills to do the job. Because if everybody was intentional with their job search, I guarantee you those numbers will a little bit drop. I guarantee you will convert those resumes into job interviews if you were very intentional. You need to understand how ATS works as well when you are applying to jobs online. Okay? When you're applying to jobs online, companies, 90% of companies will be using some sort of a system which we call applicant tracking system. So when you are applying to jobs online, you now also need to remember that there will be an applicant tracking system. This system is designed to screen incoming resumes. I don't care what anybody says out there. I have 15 plus years of experience with applicant tracking system, from implementing and rolling them out, training end users using this system. It has always been designed to screen incoming resumes. It is a screening system. It's screening incoming resumes. Depending on what type of ATS a company has purchased will determine the features and functionality of the system. And the system, okay, let's say a company got Taleo. I call it the mother of all ATS because originally ATS was Taleo was one of the first go-to market for ATS systems. Okay, before all the other ones were born. Now this system is depending on the investment the company's made into the system, right? Because there's a basic features and then there's upgrades. Just like any system, any software we get, there's basic features and then there's upgraded versions that you can opt on to get. So all comes down to what the company has purchased. Okay, but just keep in mind that all ATS systems are designed to screen incoming resumes. Okay. Second, they do act as a filing cabinet. So once you upload your resume into this ATS, it will stay in there. The applicant tracking system is also a filing cabinet. So once you upload your resume is sitting there. Now the end user has to do the search, right? So like a search engine. So ATS also works like a search engine as well. So now let's say I'm hiring. Before I post the job, I may want to search my database of the talent pool that we already have in the applicant tracking system. I will use some keywords based on what I'm looking for, and then it will populate resumes based on the keywords, right? So everyone that has all those keywords I'm looking for will start coming up first, right? So applicant tracking system works multiple ways. It's working as a screening process, screening incoming resume. It works as a filing cabinet. It also working as a search engine, okay? Also, when it's screening resumes, depending on what system the company is using, I can set, let's say I'm using Taleo and I have all the features. I can then have it rank incoming resumes. I can have it where there's questions. that I can ask candidates, and based on those answers, they can get screened out. I can do ranking system. Again, you can't possibly know every feature of the applicant tracking system. So you can do is before you apply to a job online, you can use a tool called JobScan. There's various tools similar to JobScan. You can use JobScan to see how your resume is ranking with the job posting you're applying to. So that is one tool that you can definitely use. But if you do your resume to match 100% line by line with the job posting, I guarantee your resume will get in front of a recruiter. But that's step one, right? Your job is to get your resume in front of a human being. But when you got your resume in front of a human being, three things need to happen. It needs to grab attention. You have 5 seconds to grab the reader's attention. 5 to 8 seconds, okay? Two, once you grab the attention, you want to now engage them, retain the attention. So the engagement needs to happen. They need to engage with what they are reading on your resume. Step three, they need to take action, call to action. They need to, boom, pick up the phone or email you and set up an interview. That's how you will go from being rejected to landing interviews. Now, that is one part, okay? If you really want to kick it up a notch, then you need to access what we call the non-visible job market, aka hidden job market. Now, there's tons of research done on this, okay? Research shows that almost 80% of all available jobs at this very present moment are in this non-visible job market, meaning these jobs are available, but they haven't been posted yet on a public platform like a job board. Okay. Someone may be, let's say I'm a hiring manager, maybe I'm going to circulate that I'm hiring within my network first. Okay. And I will circulate through that. Maybe I'm associated with a member of a group, and maybe I'll circulate it there, right? So in a modern technology world that we live in today with social media, I don't need to post a job. I don't. I can just utilize my network, or I can utilize forums, private groups, right? It's still hidden. It's kind of hidden, right? And only now someone in those groups are having access to it. I do this a lot. When I'm recruiting, I don't post jobs. I actually will join groups to the talent that I'm seeking and go find the talent. Second, I will utilize LinkedIn. Now, 90% of recruiters are using LinkedIn to what we call source headhunt candidates, going straight and finding the candidates by using LinkedIn search tool. Now, if you missed my last week, I believe it was Thursday's LinkedIn Live, where I talked about can recruiters find you on LinkedIn. If you missed it, go to my YouTube channel, GKM Coaching, and you can find that video and watch it, because I walk you through on how to get recruiters to find you on LinkedIn. Okay, that LinkedIn is a best bet to also accessing the hidden job market. Actually, it's like the number one way to access the non-visible hidden job market. Okay, plus there's networking apps. There's tons of ways to access a hidden job market. So if you want to go from rejected to job interviews, then you need to access the hidden job market. Okay, now if you don't know how to do any of this, if you don't know what the problem is, I have 15 plus years in HR. I know the ins and out of an applicant tracking system, resume. I also know LinkedIn. I've been called the queen of hidden job market, as well as the queen of LinkedIn. So if you are in Canada and US and you're still struggling, you're not landing job interviews, feel free to DM me. You can send me a copy of your resume and I'm happy to review it. Again, this is only for Canada and US. I only work with career professionals in Canada, US at the moment, okay? So if you are in Canada and US, feel free to send me a copy of your resume. Make sure you send the message. What are you struggling with? What type of job you're looking for? What seems to be the problem? How long you've been looking for? And attach your resume. I'd be happy to review and let you know. Or just simply DM me and we can take it from there, okay? So let's open up to Q&A. I'm going to now answer any questions in the chat, in the comment section. So feel free to, if you have any questions for me, feel free to write them below in the comment section. Disclaimer, I will not be answering questions on how to land a job in Canada, how to immigrate to Canada. That is not my expertise. Please, I humbly request, if you are looking to land a job in Canada, you don't have PR, please work with a licensed immigrant consultant, okay? That is your best option. Congratulations. Thank you, Amandeep. How we get the job in Dubai? I don't know. Great tip, Gurpreet. Being intentional saves time and effort, which could be used in applying and preparing for jobs that are meaningful to you. Can you share some tips how we can learn more about ATS and its workings? Yeah, I share tons of tips. I actually have a course on ATS if anybody wants to take it. I have a masterclass put together on applicant tracking system. But Babali Shuri, you are in HR from our whatever members, plus CFC, HRP. Have you worked, my question back to, well, have you ever worked with applicant tracking systems? Let me know. But anybody that wants to learn the ins and out of an ATS, I do have, with my resume writing course, in the resume writing course, I do go over applicant tracking system, the different types of applicant tracking systems out there, how they all are different, how they work, and how to get your resume past the ATS. So in my resume writing course, I do cover applicant tracking systems, how you can, if anybody wants to learn, definitely if you want to learn how to write a resume, I do cover ATS as well in there. I do have a membership program as well. I do cover a lot of exclusive content in the membership. So if anybody, if you want to join my membership, you get access to me. You can ask me any questions. My membership, Job Search Mastermind membership, also comes with over 70 workshops on job search alone. And people that have subscribed, I launched this membership. It's called Level Up in Your Job Search and Career. I just did a name change this year, but I've been running the membership since last year. And people have landed jobs on average 6 weeks, just being in the membership. Why? Because they have access to resources of almost 70 different videos on just job search and learn. So if you want to be successful in your job search, I'm going to drop the link. Feel free to join my membership, which also gives you access to me. I do Zoom sessions as well, private Zoom sessions with the members. Let me just drop that. I will drop the link. Join the membership. You don't have to struggle in your job search, guys. Get the help you need. Also, joining the membership, you get access to members as well, meaning networking with other people. And you can try it for free for 3 days. You can try the membership for free for 3 days. Here you go, and try it for free. So you can try the membership for free for 3 days. We'll give you access to over 70 different job search videos. Okay. I'm going to drop it in the chat. Give me 1 second. There you go, guys. You can join the membership as well. See any more questions coming through? No, I have never done recruitment. Oh, okay. So you've never done recruitment. Not a problem. Okay, so that's a wrap. I don't see any more questions. I hope this segment has helped. Again, there's a membership that you can join. I have in my membership, Level Up in Your Job Search, there are over 70 job search workshop videos, from resume, job search strategies, hidden job market, LinkedIn, to acing those interviews, all the help you need with all the tools and resources available in one spot. Also, you get access to me as well in the membership. So join the membership. You can try it for free for 3 days. If you like it, you can stay on, or after 3 days, you can cancel if you didn't like the membership. So on this note, I'm going to end this segment. I hope you have a beautiful Monday. I hope your job search week kicks off on a good note, on strong note. I hope that you see results in your job search. If you need help, feel free to message me on LinkedIn, and I'll be happy to help wherever I can. Thank you. Bye.